Hello everyone, welcome to now the 4th episode of the Ordinaryyyy Otakuuu Podcast. Yes, we've lasted 4 now, and hopefully we have a few more in us. Who knows? Right now I don't know if we'll ever hit our hundos, but maybe. But anyway, time to introduce my fellow co-hosts, my brethren, hashtagcookiez and awkwardwitness.
Boys.
Give one interesting fact about yourself, guys.
I am.
No interesting facts. All right.
Honestly, I'm rather uninteresting. It's interesting.
Uninteresting or interesting?
Uninteresting.
I was gonna say.
Spring that on us.
If you that's just how it is in an intro. You
We're
never know what to expect.
all three of us are pro players in Among Us.
All right.
How do you become a pro Among Us person?
Don't let
you
them
just
know what
admitting that you're really gonna lie.
Don't tell them what my competitive rank in Among Us is.
It doesn't begin with an S. Let me tell you that.
I was gonna say if you said you were very interesting, I think that's instantly a sign that you're not interesting.
Oh no, people who say they're interesting are just really not interesting.
Yeah, like you can think that, just don't try and make everyone else believe that.
Actions, my friend, actions. Anyway, continuing.
Over words.
Alright, well, in this episode, we're gonna be talking about a really weird genre, slice of life, that I thought deserved a whole episode on its own.
Pretty obscure, I know.
But before we get to it, I do have a game prepared for us. More like for you and Cookies, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
And there is going to be stakes. However, we will decide those stakes for the next episode. So don't worry, you're not going to get any immediate harm done to you.
No, damn. Bro,
And the game?
We're talking ribeye?
No one's buying each other ribeye steaks. Anyway.
We crack open things, by the way. I just need to know.
Oh, feel free. I'll do mine, but hopefully you'll be able to hear it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, you could hear the cap also. Just bounce on my desk. That was pretty good.
I'm here drinking Pepsi.
I don't know if you heard that or not.
No, I heard nothing.
As usual,
It's
hashtag
alright,
just silent.
Step on the can real hard. I'll hear
I'm not
that.
going to step on it. It's full.
then, bro, chug it.
I'm not going to. We haven't even started off the podcast, and
Let us hit the gulps.
Chugging.
Let us hit the gulps, then we'll know.
I'm not.
So, the game, its rules are pretty simple. You've done this before. It's a higher or lower game, but anime series only.
Alright.
And I've prepared this myself, but I'd like to say I didn't prepare these in a way of like, oh, this versus this, and it's like really difficult to guess because they're both like on par with each other. I just wrote like a list of series, and then I did like a random like shuffle thing. So some of them may be really easy, but
wait,
we'll see.
So what?
All right, so I tried.
Well, it doesn't really matter because I understand. Oh,
Yeah.
all over anyway.
I tried to find an actual to see if someone already made like an anime higher lower picker thing, but the only one I could find had really obscure series. And like I was playing it for like 2 minutes and didn't come across a single series I really knew. So I gave up. Actually, I did come across one series, Mariaholic, but I don't think that we can use that one for the game.
That's not the talk of the town.
So instead, I just wrote down. I went on Mal. I wrote down like 35 or so series, and then just put them in. I just shuffled them using just some random website, and then just did this versus this. So the way it's gonna go is, for example, if I was to give an example, One Piece versus Naruto, and you guys each guess which one you think is the higher one from the two.
Well, what do you mean by higher?
Which one
more
has
popular?
the highest average score on my anime list?
Right.
That's
I feel
what
like
we're gonna be going off of.
I feel like I know the answer to that one.
And,
Wait, is this Naruto Shippuden or regular Naruto?
well, no, I'm giving an example. Don't worry about this one. I would be specific during the actual game. But like, for example, it would be like One Piece versus Naruto. You guys guess, and then I go, okay, well now Naruto. So you already know whether, like, on average, whether it's what its score is based on whether it was higher or lower than the previous one. So I'd go Naruto versus Fairy Tail, for example. And that's how it keeps going. So basically it's like, you guess, oh, it's Naruto, and like, well done. So now Fairy Tail versus this. So there's going to be like a continuation, you know? It's not just going to be random pairings. It's going to be like a train, almost.
Right.
Okay. And I'll tell you guys' points. We'll see how you do. Hopefully you get a lot of them right. I feel like a lot of them are common sense. I hope some of them are kind of difficult. It'll be more fun if some of them are kind of difficult. But anyway, without further ado, let's begin. And the first one is really easy because I wanted to include this one. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood
Okay.
versus Spirited Away.
So are we saying
Oh.
whether Full Metal is higher than Spirited?
You pick
is
which one is
Spirited?
higher. You pick which
Okay.
one's higher.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal.
Brotherhood.
Well, yes, and do you guys want to explain why you knew it was Full Metal?
Because Full Metal Alchemist is the top rated on Mal.
There you go. That was like a warm-up question. I just wanted to
Deserved as
include
well.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is
Deserved.
deserved. It's a really good show, and Cookiez is getting to know that now, as he's just
Finally.
past the halfway point for the show. All right,
It's well good.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, by the way, has a 9.17 average score, and Spirited Away 8.81.
Okay.
All right, Spirited Away. Let me close my window because there's kids biking. Spirited Away versus Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, I mean, Jujutsu's had a big
Um,
rise. I'm gonna say Jujutsu.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
You'd both be incorrect.
Them.
Jujutsu Kaisen is 0.03 lower than Spirited Away.
Wow.
0.03.
That's a rip.
Alright.
How about me and Connor go rate it a 10 and it'll be above?
I've already rated it a 10.
I've
You're the
already
one
rated
here
it a
that
10.
you're the one here that hasn't rated it a 10.
I've done my part.
I don't
Also,
know why, but I think I gave it a 9.
I'll try and refrain from telling you the scores because I just realized they could give you more insight than they should.
Oh yeah, true.
I
Okay.
just realised, James, here, we don't have to have a punishment if we just both say the same thing.
But then there's no winner either.
Oh, it's okay, nothing changes.
Nothing changes, life goes on.
Oh, anticlimactic ending, huh?
You only lose, there is no winning.
Alright.
The instant we go for a different answer, that's it. One of us is lost.
Okay. Naruto Shippuden. Wait, did we do Jujutsu Kaisen vs Shippuden?
No, we didn't.
No.
Well, that's the one we're doing now. Jujutsu Kaisen vs Naruto Shippuden.
Alright, that's the thing. There's a lot of people that don't like Naruto Shippuden. And for
I'm
good
gonna
reason.
go with Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm gonna go Naruto then.
Okay.
Split it.
Jujutsu Kaisen would be the correct answer.
Alright.
Nice. My reasoning, filler.
Filler.
I think filler is a bigger issue in the original, but then again,
No,
I'm yet
no,
to
you-
get
yeah.
to it in Shippuden, so
Yeah, you haven't reached a fucking chunk of filler.
I just don't hear people complaining about it as much in Shippuden. Plus,
Well,
I'd say Shippuden's got higher quality filler.
yes, because so far I've enjoyed all of the filler a lot. Anyway, Naruto Shippuden or Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I was gonna say Demon Slayer.
It would be Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer. Ooh, this one's gonna be close. Or Beastars.
Demon Slayer.
I'm gonna go with Demon Slayer.
You'd be correct. I was joking when I said it'd be close. Beastars or Garden of Words?
Beastars.
Yeah, Beastars.
Incorrect. Garden of Words.
Really?
Barely.
I hated that.
Damn, bro.
Well, then you may end up hating Beastars too. Alright, Garden of Words or Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid?
Miss Kobayashi.
Garden of Words.
It's Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. However, they actually have the exact same score, apart from obviously like decimal places that you can't even see. So Miss
Right.
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is ranked higher, but they are both 8 point. They are both
Wait,
exactly
bro,
8.
Bro, trick question, and we're both wrong.
not really a trick question. One of them is ranked above the higher because
No,
there is
we're
gonna
both
be
wrong.
one could be
Yo, honestly,
8.0001.
if you go after 2 decimal places, you're just a nerd.
Well, it's the computer that sorts them, not a person.
Bro, that's the computer, bro. They're against us. They're
Okay.
all against us.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid or the Demon Slayer movie?
Demon Slayer
Demon Slayer movie.
You'd be correct. I'm actually really surprised at how high it is. Demon Slayer movie or Yojo Senki or Saga of Tanya the Evil?
Demon Slayer movie.
Demon Slayer the movie. Yojo Senki or Guilty Crown?
Yojo Senki.
Yojo Senki.
Fuck you guys. It is. Fuck you. Alright, Guilty Crown or Haikyuu?
IQ.
IQ.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Not a good day. Not a good day for Guilty Crown.
Haikyuu or No Game No Life?
No Game No Life.
Ooh. That was a tricky one. I think Haikyuu.
You'd be correct with Haikyuu.
Fuck. Carry on.
No Game No Life or Kill la Kill?
No Game No Life.
Kill the Kill.
No Game No Life.
Aww.
Kill la Kill or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
JoJo's
Part 5,
Guard.
Golden Wind.
Yo, Golden
Part
Wind.
5.
It is part
Vento
5.
Aero. Let's go.
Wow, he's fluent in Italian. Part 5.
De Molto. Let's go.
Part 5 or Death Note?
Oh, part 5.
Death Note.
It would be Death Note. Death Note or Hunter x Hunter, the 2011 one, not the...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, probably be. I'm gonna have to say Hunter x Hunter. Only because the ending of Death Note, bro, it was not as good as the beginning.
I'm sticking with Death Note.
Bad choice, Cookies. Bad choice.
Oh.
Hunter x Hunter 2011 versus Samurai Champloo.
Hunter x Hunter 2011.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter.
It's Hunter x Hunter.
I gotta let him answer first for a bit.
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo or Spice and Wolf? Season 1, to be precise.
Bison Wolf.
Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo.
Hey.
You've almost caught up point-wise. You're one behind Connor. Spice and Wolf or the first season of Overlord?
The first, you say?
I
Yeah.
have no clue if you did well or not.
Go ahead and guess.
Overlord.
Overlord.
Incorrect for both of you.
And,
Overlord or Wonder Egg Priority?
One day priority.
a Wonder Egg.
Okay. So Wonder Egg Priority or another relatively new one, Tokyo Revengers?
I think I'm just gonna say Wonder Egg.
Connor?
Connor.
He's buffering.
You can't handle the stress. Wait, is he?
Sorry, y'all just went silent for a while.
Discord from Louis.
Yeah, Discord, Wonder Egg, I said.
Okay, it is Wonder Egg. I mean, look, if you guys actually watched Tokyo Revengers, I think that would have been a closer one, because they are stupidly close. But I feel like all of us, after the last episode where we talked about Tokyo Revengers, both of us just kind of like looked down upon it a bit. Like, we didn't really say anything good about it. Okay, Tokyo Revengers versus The Gate of the Steins.
Steins Gate.
Yeah, Steins Gate.
Yeah, Steins Gate. It's the third highest. Steins Gate versus Akira.
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate.
Well, you don't know. Akira could
You
be
just-
second.
you just told us the
Akira
third
could be
highest.
second. Okay.
Save the facts for after.
Okay. Akira versus Clannad.
Clannad or Clannad
Wait,
Story?
wait.
Clannad.
Yeah. First Clannad.
First
Where's
Clannad.
Clannad?
I'm going with Akira.
I'm going Clannad.
Akira was the safest choice.
Damn.
Clannad or Higurashi When They Cry.
Higurashi.
Higurashi.
Clannad.
Really?
People like wholesome stories after all. Higurashi or Watakoi.
Watakoi. I'm going on a bias here. I'm going to go on a bias.
Let's go with him. Let's go with Otakuuu.
Yeah, don't go with me. Go do your own thing.
No.
Do your own thing.
I'm inferring.
Okay, well, you're
Anyway.
inferring correctly.
Was it incorrectly or correctly?
Correctly, because it's
Correctly.
Watakoi.
Nice.
Watakoi, or Puella Magi Madoka Magica.
Madoka.
Madoka.
It is Madoka. Madoka, or Mob Psycho 99 plus 1.
Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho.
Interesting that you guys think so, because you're correct.
Yeah, no, it's high up on the
'Cause I
slice of life.
I know that's like rated high,
But
and people love it.
they're not that far apart whatsoever.
Oh,
But yeah, that's fine. They're only 0.11 apart.
it's quite a bit.
Mob Psycho or Psychopath? First season, to be specific.
Ooh, Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho.
Now you're copying his answers, Connor.
Well, no, because I was going to go Mob Psycho, but I'm not going to say it before him.
Alright, well, that's correct. Psychopaths versus Dragon Ball. The first Dragon Ball, the 1990.
Oh, the
Psychopaths.
original. Yeah, that's that. I did not like that. So I'm going to get hate. I know, but I did not like that when I watched it. I'm going to go with Dragon Ball, though. I feel like people love that.
I thought you said you didn't like it.
I didn't.
You should have stuck with it if you didn't like it.
There's nobody liked. That's
Bro, no,
But
you
I
have to,
love
like,
it.
no, there's a lot of people that like it, you know, like the hardcore Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, or one of its
Said that.
strongest contender, One Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah, it's One Piece. For fuck's sake. I didn't expect One Piece to be as high as it is.
Yeah, no, I honestly, apparently they're about to like get to a really good bit in there.
But do you think my anime list ratings of One Piece, like, people change them over time? Do you think?
Probably.
Possibly, yeah.
Or do you think they just set it to like an 8 and then they just forget about it? And
Are
just
they
keep watching?
seasons? Is it seasons? Or is it straight just 900 episodes?
Every single week there's another episode. You can
isn't it-
segregate it into arcs.
Isn't it
but
like on
not really
1,100 now?
No,
Or around that? It's like
900.
1,000 and somewhere.
it's on 900.
Is it? Oh, I thought it reached 1,000 already.
No, I don't think so. I could be incorrect, but I don't think so. Okay. Well, One Piece or Noragami Arigato second season.
One Piece. Oh, is Connor dead again? Like the song. Wait, is it? It is a song. By Maury.
Jesus, man.
I was thinking of like, was it?
So what
Dead...
was that? Sorry.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Land of the Living.
Bro, what it was
One Piece or Noragami Arigato.
One Piece.
It is One Piece. I thought that one would catch you guys out a bit because Noragami is really highly rated.
I know,
it?
but it's One Piece, isn't it?
I
It
thought
is very highly
Noragami
rated.
wasn't that high rated.
I don't know about
it's-
season 1. Season 2 is really good.
It's a
Really
main
highly rated.
shonen. So you know, One Piece has to take the cake.
Noragami Arigato. Oh, Yuri on Ice, baby. Hell
Yuri on
yeah.
Ice. It's gonna be Yuri on Ice.
No, Noragami.
It's Noragami.
Damn.
And final question. Yuri on Ice or Oshiri Mae, man?
Oh, shitty, my man.
A shitty my man.
Because of all the fucking joke answers. Let's go.
I wish you guys were correct. Oshiri Mae, man, doesn't even have a score on my anime list. It's NA.
How?
Really?
It's
Oh,
NA,
God.
which is also considered as 0.
What about Battle of Clay?
I don't know, but bro, I hope it's NA.
Alright, so what am I doing next week then?
Well, that's something we'll decide for the next time. So don't worry about it. but
Don't worry about it.
you
Don't worry
have
about it.
you have an invisible, non-existent, what's it called? Like a punishment game token, almost like an NFT, but but makes more sense.
Alright.
All right. Do you want to know your scores, by the way?
Sure.
Let me just count them up.
Was that 35?
I'm not sure. 1, 2, fuck's sake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, I can't count inside of my head. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 out of 33. And so it's out of 33. Connor, you ended up getting 22 out of 33.
So, no, most of the ones I got wrong, I went against my own opinion, thinking that other people think differently from me. Other people have the better opinions.
You got 22 out of 33. James, you got 26 out of 33. So you won by 4.
I say he cheated. Recount.
I counted my tally marks as best as I could. And that concludes our introduction game. Alright, well,
Now you know it's better.
Market.
it was interesting seeing what sort of scores things have. Especially that I don't really check those out often. One Piece has an 8.55, which is really high. Because normally when it comes to that, these really long series, I expect the scores to be really low because, they'd probably have a lot of just, filler, being around the bush, that kind of shit. It's not like, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not like Jujutsu Kaisen, but 900 episodes long. Obviously, it's done completely differently because of the fact that it's much longer. They have to stretch stuff out, if you know what I mean.
Well, I would say, because it's running so long, and it therefore means that it's continuously achieving high ratings. The fact that it's running so long means it has high rating. Otherwise, if it didn't have high ratings, it would be cancelled ages ago. There'd be no point running it anymore.
My point isn't as much about it getting really high ratings. Sorry, my point isn't about it getting high ratings. It's how high those ratings are. Because you didn't hear me mention Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail isn't even in the top 200 shows on my anime list.
Really?
Yeah, because just as I said, it beats around the bush. I am gonna check just in case, but I'm pretty sure the original Naruto isn't even.
Yeah, I thought Fairy Tail was bad on filler until I watched Naruto. Then I went back to Fairy Tail afterwards, and I was like, oh my god, this is a break. This is actually a break from.
Yeah, I guess if you
Naruto,
maybe I understand it better.
Naruto is 640th on my anime list.
Original Naruto.
Original Naruto. Fairy Tail is 1,203rd.
Oh god.
So it doesn't obviously have to be in the top 100 for it to keep going. I'm just surprised that it is in the top 10, 20. That really surprised me.
People love it so much.
But oh my god, kids outside screaming, dude. But the thing that I'm interested in is what makes it different from all those other long shows. But hey, it is what it is. As for the Demon Slayer film, 8.78 rating right now. Higher rating than Demon Slayer itself.
Yeah. So yeah, I know that was higher than its own series.
That's wild to me. But hey, teach their own. Shippuden, by the way, 8.18, which is actually really high. I mean, high. I'm surprised to see Naruto in the 8s, because, I see often, a lot of people just shitting on it, partly because of filler, partly because they think it's, extremely poorly written. But I don't care, I just like it. Any other interesting scores?
I don't think so.
No, I think that's about it. Spirited Away is really high, considering other Ghibli films are relatively high, but not that high.
Spirited Away is the highest.
Yeah, it is, and really fucking high. 8.81. Steins Gate, Hunter x Hunter, and FMAB are all in the 9s, which there is not many shows that are in the 9s. I can count them on all of my fingers, in fact, all the shows that are in the 9s. Because there is...
Attack on Titan got just over a 9. Like the final season.
There's 9 shows in the 9s. Yeah, the final season is 9.01.
Which is amazingly good.
There's 3 Gintamas in the top 9.
It's almost that good.
Supposedly. None of them are the original season.
Oh,
So
right.
keep that in mind. A lot of them are actually the newer ones. Not the newest one. The newest one's not there. The only show I don't recognize from there is what the hell
Legend
is...
of the Galactic Heroes.
Oh, that's what that is. I didn't recognize it by the Japanese name at all.
Ginga-Eiyu Densetsu.
Yeah, that didn't scream. That didn't ring any bells. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 is the second highest rated anime. That's really good. That's surprising, but really good. And I'm happy for it.
I want to know, what's the worst rated anime that's actually got a rating and isn't just NA?
You can't really check because
Without scrolling all the way through to the
No,
end.
I have scrolled all the way through to the end before. I don't remember what I was trying to do. Oh, I was looking at what the worst ones were so I could watch them. I did end up watching a couple. They were really bad, as you'd expect them to be. But no, once you get to a certain point, anime starts merging with just music videos and stuff like that. So at that point, you can't really judge them. Especially that later it also starts merging with like dementia films, which I've seen more dementia anime films than I ever thought I would, and I hope I never see another one again, because they're boring, shit, and frightening. So I've watched like 10 of them, and that's more than I ever need to. But
I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask this.
Oh
Right.
my.
Right. Part 6, the anime, when it comes out eventually, do you think it's going to be, like, high up? Do you think it's going to be higher than Golden Wind?
Where's Golden Wind?
Golden Wind is very high up. It's 8.59, and it's in 74th place.
Well, you guys both really like Part 6, don't you?
Yeah.
yes, but there's many reasons why I feel like people are not gonna like things about Part 6.
Like the end.
The ending is gonna be
The
very
ending.
controversial.
The beginning will make him go for 10 straight away. I think.
I know what you're referring to. It's a masturbation joke.
Oh, God.
I think Part 6 is very reminiscent of Part 5, because Part 5 is like a bro bonding story, you know, whereas like Part 6 is a girl bonding story. Like Part 5 is very gay, if you don't mind my terminology, and Part 6 is very lesbian, which is also gay, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, in part 6 though,
Sure.
one of the women turned into a man after like their first scene.
Oh, I realize what you're saying.
Anasui.
Anasui's great. He's one of my favorite
Oh yeah,
characters from
yeah.
Part 6.
Like I don't get what the hype around Weather Report is though. I don't get that.
Me neither.
Anyway, continuing. It's JoJo's Slice of Life.
So that's okay. I was literally about to say. So before we started this, Cookies. What the fuck did you mean when you said JoJo's was Slice of Life?
It's not.
Part 3.
Part
Okay,
4's the Slice of Life one though, I'd say.
Yeah, I can see that, but Part 3 just because of how long it is.
Oh, okay. I thought you genuinely thought it was. I didn't realize it was a joke. Because you did not sound like you were joking. So I was in my head like, what the fuck did he just say? Right, yeah.
Part 4's not a Slice of Life, but it's a comedy.
Part 4's the most Slice of Life of them all. Part 3 feels the most Slice of Life of them all. So,
I love Part 4.
let's start off with what is Slice of Life? Cookies.
Exactly what it says.
Back to Cookies. You had a definition prepared
You had to take.
before we began.
It's a section of somebody's life, their livelihood.
A piece of the pie.
A hen's slice of life.
Right.
Very self-explanatory.
I wanna alter it a little bit because I think you're almost there. I think it's not necessarily a section of someone's life. It's just like because that could be any anime that follows a character.
Well, I mean, I guess.
I think it's all right. This isn't my definition, okay? I like the definition that Google provided me with. A realistic representation of an everyday like life experience. I think I agree with that a bit more than what you said, but I think yours is like very close to that anyway.
Attack on Titan slice of life.
Because like I don't think slice of life needs to like specifically follow like one section of someone's life. You know, because that would technically mean if there's like a fast forward or something, then it no longer would work.
Sectional section.
Higurashi is my favorite slice of life.
Episodes. Or
Okay,
episodes within.
Look, every time you're gonna say, "Oh, this anime is my favorite slice of life," you're gonna have to tell me whether or not you're joking.
Higurashi.
Yeah, because
You think I seriously think Higurashi's a slice of life?
No, it's not about whether you think it is. I just don't know whether it actually fits
I
under
know,
the
I
category.
know. Well, I know you got like Mob
We
Psycho.
don't even know what. Everything kind of
if
all
it-
things has a slice of life.
If it has a school that is repeatedly in like the main plot, I think it counts as a slice of life.
It's just so Blood sees a slice of life.
It could be.
Okay.
It could be. Let's
could be.
let's find out.
Go on, enlighten me. I highly
Blood
fucking
scene,
wait.
blood
No,
scene,
it
blood
actually could be because of the first few episodes.
No.
Action, mystery,
not.
horror, supernatural, vampire, school, slice of life.
Okay.
Wait, well, I don't see slice of life.
Oh no, you must be bugged.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say because the first few episodes are really slow. So if they consider
Yeah.
that section of it slice of life, then fair enough. But okay.
Well, what slice of life has everybody seen?
All right. Well. Awkward witness, begin.
Slice of life.
I feel like you've got the
Right.
smallest word count for this podcast for this episode
Yeah.
today.
Try and bump those numbers up.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, put me on the spot like this. Slice of life, bro. I watched Waterkoi recently. That was a good slice of life.
All right, tell us what it was about and what makes it slice
Aye,
of life.
aye,
What
so
aspects of
Waterkoi.
it was slice of life in your opinion?
Alright, so it's about really just the business place, the workplace, and it's like at the workplace, you know, you act professional, then you got the separate life, and these are nerds, you know, literally it is literally like thingy, love is hard for nerds, is a
Otakus.
translation.
Otakus is the word.
I know otakus, but it means nerd. Let's be
It
honest.
does.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Unfortunately.
doesn't neat in anime mean nerd? They often
Well,
refer
just
to a
means
nerd as neat.
that's a shut-in, isn't it?
Yeah, but isn't that necessarily? Isn't that technically
No.
what
No,
you mean?
no, that's different.
We're not
Uh,
shut-ins, but I guess we are kind of nerds.
Okay, fine. You got me,
Alright,
you got me.
so Waterkoi, and it's like this person's had to move from their old job because they found out she was otaku.
Oh, that bad?
Yeah, no, like
Wow.
they found out the boyfriend broke up with her, bro.
Whoa.
That's
Seriously,
severe.
Nah, put me out
seriously,
of the taku
bro.
time.
And then she meets up with like her childhood friend, which is the main dude.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing, right? At their work, like they've got two seniors who are dating each other. One of them is just a general shonen manga lover,
Right.
and does have anime figures of big booba women.
Oh, I do too.
And then you got this woman who is a crossdresser, cosplayer.
Wait,
Specifically cross-dressing.
That's it. Apparently, it's like the sort of thing where they do a really good male cosplay, and they do it a lot at cons.
Right. Okay.
Those are the seniors.
They're like they're the two higher ups that's are mainly featured.
Right.
Okay, then you've got these other two, which are the main two. What the woman likes Yuri a lot,
Okay.
and the dude he's not exactly an anime lover. He does like anime, and he does also have big booba figurines.
Oh, by the way, Yuri. By the way, if someone's not familiar with Yuri, it refers to lesbian media, like girl on girl.
Oh
media.
shit, not Yuri, yaoi.
Oh, okay, boy on boy media then.
Right, nah. So and then the dude, he's mostly into games, really, like but it was single player games. Like they have like MMO episodes, but and
I'm so trying to grasp at what the
I know.
what the anime what actually.
No, it's
happens in the
basically
episode.
it's just them it's just them playing games. Yeah, and now it's just sort of basically this girl is now dating this guy, and it's like she's able to act like herself.
Oh.
Around people.
That's nice.
And they have like these two characters that they sort of push in halfway through. One's pushed in like about the first quarter. The other one's pushed in about after the second half, like in the second half. And they're sort of made to be a pairing.
Right.
Which is nice, I think. But yeah, no, I'd say the slice of life part of it is it's just the work. Like there are deadlines. People do stress, and it affects their outside life, and it shows that in the anime.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting.
I had no idea what Wataku was about. I've always been confused by it. It's like, so what? They just work?
Oh,
it's just people working.
There is also an OVA which I really loved.
Was it a full episode OVA?
Two episodes.
Ooh, 2 full episodes.
One of them's the past of the seniors and how they met and everything. The other one's like a feature, like a full-on fucking episode just dedicated to like the two people who were later introduced.
Right. I think Watakoi gives me really big Nozaki-kun vibes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I always thought that you'd really like it.
The yaoi girl writes her own yaoi as well. She's not. She's a thingy. She's a author.
A mangaka? Or...
A mangaka. Not a mangaka, I don't think. I think it's more... Actually, yeah, no, she is a mangaka because she does draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
That was a really good description, I think. You know, you pitched it really well.
I mean, do you want to watch it?
I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch it before you even told me about it. I don't know whether your description of it's really made me want to watch it more or less, but it's given me more of an idea of what I'm getting into.
Yeah, no, I thought I was getting into something so different when I watched it.
It always seemed like a very romance-based to me.
Its thing is, it slightly is, but the shenanigans go a lot.
Okay. The shenanigans.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Alright, Cookies, rock, paper, scissors, me or you next?
Cookies, you chose rock. Cookies, you chose rock. Jacob, Jacob chose scissors. Not paper. Jacob chose paper. So you gotta go now.
Alright, I go first. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, he said I go first, so I'm not gonna argue.
Bro, no, I said James goes first.
You said I chose scissors.
Yeah, you chose scissors and he chose rock.
No, you said he chose paper.
Bro, does it matter, really? Honestly?
It is really hard to judge an imaginary game of rock, paper, scissors. I will give him that. Okay, if I have to go, yeah, fuck it. I'll go with the Monogatari series. I don't know what I'm getting into. I could be talking for the next 20 minutes, so...
That's fine,
Alright, boys, mute your mics.
Alright, you guys just go take a shit or something. Alright. So, Monogatari series. I'm not gonna talk about any part in specific, just gonna try and talk about the whole thing as a whole.
Reminder to brush your teeth.
So for the most part, it's it's essentially you could if it fits under actually a lot of categories, and I will talk about that more. But I think slice of life is a really big part of it, because essentially what it is just a dude, Araragi, who comes across a lot of women with issues, particularly supernatural issues, not just emotional issues. and he ends up finding ways to assist them and help them out, help them get rid of those issues. That's as simple of an explanation as I can give. It goes into a lot more depth than that, but it's really hard to say what makes it slice of life, because I think for the most part, like, you can literally have an episode. No, there is episodes where they're literally gonna do one single thing, like, oh, in this episode, they're literally just gonna go to this one park and just talk at the park for a full 23 minutes. Or another episode where they literally went to a donut shop. At the donut shop, they saw a person that they knew, and they just spoke to them for 23 minutes. Like,
Nice.
it's literally that. Like, a lot of the anime, and that one of the things I love about it is it's literally just nothing. Like, it's fluff talk. Like, they're literally just gonna talk. They're gonna, like, talk about something, and, like, obviously they have an important thing they want to get to, but before that they're gonna get, like, sidetracked and talk about some random shit, or, like, someone's gonna say something and someone's gonna, like, make a wordplay about what they said, and then it's just wordplay back and forth for a minute before they go back on track to talking about whatever they were talking about before. Like, there's just so much dialogue that is so unnecessary and could be cut out, but it would just make it so much worse than it is. Because, like, that is one of the, like, best things about it, the fact that they just talk about nothing for the most part. And I think I associate that a lot with slice of life, because slice of life isn't necessarily about, you know, like, big things happening. It's more about, you know, just people, like, socializing for the, like, I think you'll find that in most slice of lives. Like, they literally are just a group of friends socializing or something like that. So I think that aspect is definitely very visible there. And even a lot of the supernatural problems, I don't know whether other people do that as well, but I definitely do it. Whenever there is, like, a supernatural problem or something happens, I always in my head try and, like, think of, like, a metaphor for that almost, like what it could represent, like what realistic thing it could represent. Because, for example, so I don't really give any spoilers, literally the first, like, episode of the first series, there's a girl who has this issue where she doesn't have any of her weight, so she's completely weightless. And you find out later that it's to do with her past, where she almost got raped because her mom basically fell into, like, debt. So she ended up getting into, like, this cult that almost took her mind off of things. But then eventually she got, like, very, like, into the whole cult thing. And one time she came back home with one of the cult members, one of the high-ranking cult members, and he was going to rape her daughter. He didn't in the end, but got really close to it. But basically, she ended up hitting him. The girl did. She hit him, and because of that, her mom got punished, like, inside of the whole cult.
Oh, jeez.
And, like, since then, they haven't really, like, you know, seen each other, spoken or anything. She's gone to live with her dad from that point on, and she wants to forget about those things. And she ends up encountering this crab. It's meant to be, like, this god, and this crab helps her, like, forget about these
It's a
things.
heavy crab.
Yes, it is heavy crab, or Hitagi crab if you prefer.
Heavy crab.
But he ends up. Oh, my mic's not picking me up. Hello, my Discord mic wasn't picking me up.
Yeah, no, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, so he basically encounters her. She encounters the crab, sorry, and the crab offers to take away, like, all of her problems. So she goes with it, but that's basically what strips off all of her weight. So later she ends up eventually getting her weight back, and they have two options to do it. They either kill the god, or they literally, you know, she literally just has to ask him, like, pray to him and ask for the things back. But it ends up being more of a thing where I think, although it is very supernatural, because obviously, you know, this god, this crab being, you can look at it in a very, like, normal way, where it literally is her losing her weight, is her just kind of willingly forgetting those memories, like putting them to the back of her mind and trying to act like they never happened. That's what her weight kind of symbolizes.
And getting
So-
the way back would be acknowledging.
Yeah, when she gets her way back, she like cries about all this stuff, and like, you know, she says how she understands like why she has to carry like this weight with her. She understands the importance of it, and that's how she ends up getting it back. So although it is like a supernatural problem depicted in a supernatural way, I think it can dim down to like a realistic scenario that you can, you know, like a metaphor for the whole thing. The crab thing's like a metaphor almost, and I try to do that with every single supernatural instance that occurs, although sometimes it gets a bit difficult because later it gets like actually just straight up like nothing going on. I genuinely just have a fucking, my arm has just turned into a monkey's arm.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Return.
Plus, you can't do that with all of it anyway, because for example, you have like these 3 movies that are literally just about vampires, and you can't really put a metaphor to that. They genuinely are just vampires.
Nah, bro, they suck the life out of you, don't they? So you know, it's like.
I mean, you can try and find some metaphor, but I think it's like the crab. You don't really see the crab much, and it's more like they talk about the crab. Whereas the vampires, you see the vampires, he gets vampire powers. They very much fight vampires. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I stopped looking for anything in anything the minute I finished my GCSEs.
I just find it really fun to actually look for things sometimes. So that's why I try and do that with Monogatari, but it can be quite difficult. But I think I was going to say slice of life very often comes with it never comes on its own. There's not a single series that is just slice of life. Slice of life has to accompany something else. It can accompany action, it can accompany romance, but it has to accompany some of a genre. I'm sure you guys would agree.
Yeah.
If you don't, then name me a single slice of life only anime. I dare
jeez,
you.
That would be hard.
Yeah, it's hot. No, we can find one. We can find one.
I would say almost K-On!
But
No, it's got music in it.
that
Yeah,
has
I know.
yeah, that has music in it.
As music,
Bro.
comedy, and school.
I think
I know slice of life.
I don't know whether music's that potent of a genre. I guess you could put it in there. I don't really see music as a genre. But I would
Well,
definitely put
Carol
comedy.
and
I would
Tuesday,
definitely
wouldn't that be music?
I mean,
And-
sure. I mean, I think if
And Love
something
Life.
if something has music in it, then you can say it's music. But I don't know if I really see it as a genre. Like, cause like the show isn't just about the music. It's about like problems that revolve around it, isn't it? But if you do, because I think a lot of shows do have just music in them, and that doesn't automatically make them music oriented. I don't know. I have a very numbed down expression of like what I think counts as a music genre.
Well, if it has music in the genre, you know it's gonna be about music.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because there's Carol Tuesday, Sound Euphorium, and K-On!
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
sound, all music.
Okay.
Beck.
Yeah, as I said, my only thing with that is just I often feel like the music isn't really like the like genre part of it. Like I feel like the music is just kind of like a bit in there, but like like stuff revolves around it rather than
It's
the
not
music.
really, yeah, it's not really it's not really a genre. It's more of a theme.
Yeah, exactly. That puts it in a very good way. Like, yeah, that's more or less how I see it.
It's literally about music. It's not like categorized.
I mean, look,
Yeah,
I have a
music.
similar thing with something like the vampire genre. Like, I don't see that as much of a genre.
Is there a vampire genre?
Pretty sure. Look up Vampire Night, and that will just give you the.
Oh.
I'll tell you.
My favorite slice of
Actually,
life.
a ghoul part.
It would be because I mean, didn't you say that Blood Sea was vampire? If Blood Sea's vampire, then Tokyo Ghoul's vampire.
I don't see. Oh, apparently it's not. Vampire's not on it.
Oh, okay. No, because Cookies when he was reading out the
Yeah,
song.
it is.
Not Cookies,
Vampire is on there.
Yeah.
Of Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. I don't think Tokyo Ghoul's on it now, but Vampire
Oh
is.
yeah, Blood Sea for Vampire.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, obviously. That's on there.
Obviously. Yeah, see,
My
that's
favorite vampire.
what I mean. Like, I don't really see stuff like that as like a genre, but I mean you can put it as that if you want one. I just see it as more of like a theme, I guess, like you said. It's a thing that's in the show, but it's not really like, you know.
It's not really about it.
Yeah, like if someone tells you it's like, oh, it's like the genre's vampire, like you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know if
It's more like a plot point.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I see the music. That's how I see the music thing. And...
Unless it was like straight up just like an idol show.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Love Live? Is that straight up just songs constantly? I have no clue.
Yeah,
What
like one every 3 episodes maybe. There's a lot more like drama that goes on about like friendship and stuff.
Love Live is so close to just slice of life. It's crazy. It doesn't even have comedy in it. It's just music, slice of life, and school.
It was a little bit of comedy.
Well,
but it was more. I'd say it was like, if I had to categorize it, I'd put definitely school. I mean, school's such a stupid tag because almost every show can have it. But I'd put not romance, that's for sure. Because it's just, I'm pretty sure there's not even any guys in the anime. I'd put definitely school. I'd put music if you really want it, and I'd put drama. I think drama for sure, because there's just constant like fallouts between the group and stuff. Like it's just about girls trying to, you know, like striving for getting higher and higher, I suppose. I don't know how else to put it.
I don't think there are any shows that are just confined to one genre. I don't even think you could do that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So
I could damn well try.
You could try. I think it would be easier to try and fit a single show into a single category than it would be trying to fit a show into just slice of life.
Orimoto, Orimo is just slice of life comedy. Not even school.
Yeah, I could literally just make a car anime and it's just like one race and that's it. No drama, no talking. It's just cars.
Nah, you'd somehow, believe me, if it was just that, you'd somehow manage to get the dementia category on there as well.
The cars, the cars are a metaphor. The further down the road they go, the more you're wearing them out, the more you're using up the fuel.
After all the dementia media I've watched, I think dementia just isn't even used for stuff that like is made like with dementia in mind. It's genuinely just used for like shows that are like mind numbing. I think that's what it's for.
What the hell's the dementia? What the hell's the dementia genre?
Don't look into it. It's horrible. It's like it's gonna be like 5 to 10 minute like short films of like very, very abstract, like semi-abstract, just
Evangelion's the dementia
films.
one?
Is it straight as mindfuck?
Yeah, it is. It's like you don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, yeah, Evangelion is one. You can use the dementia thing in a couple things.
Oh, bro. I can't pronounce it, but
Papute?
That's Pop Team Epic.
That's it, Pop Team Epic. Oh, Papa Team Epic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's a dementia one apparently.
Alright, fair enough. I haven't watched it yet, but
I've seen like one episode of it. It's
SpongeBob but dementia anime.
I don't know. We've strayed far away from Monogatari. Where I was heading with that, by the way, I was gonna say that just like that, here you have a lot of episodes where it's not just like, because as I said, it is definitely slice of life, but you have a lot of episodes where it can be like a fully action oriented episode. Like there's one episode that specifically comes to mind from the second. Oh, I'm hearing a slight echo for your mic, cookies.
Huh?
Hearing a slight
Is it
echo.
good now?
Yeah, it's good. Alright, thank you. Quick fix. There's a specific episode in mind. By the way, keep in mind, like, Monogatari is completely exaggerated. But there's, like, one episode that comes in mind where they literally start off, it's the main character fighting his younger sister, and they're literally just beating the absolute living shit out of each other for the first, like, 10 minutes. And, like, for example, like, they're both essentially human. The main character still has like some resemblance of vampire powers from the movies that I was on about before, but like Shield, for example, she's completely human. She like punch him, and then he like falls backwards, like falls into like a concrete pillar, like smashes through the pillar. Like it's completely exaggerated because like obviously a normal human punch wouldn't do that to you. But like yeah, they'll just have like fights like that for an episode. There's other episodes where it's like completely romance. Other episodes where it's like straight up nothing but just like banter and comedy. So like
Banter, the lads.
Okay, every single
Banter,
episode is like can be something different, but I think slice of life is just a thing that accompanies almost every single one. Like, and that's what I kind of mean. Slice of life is a tricky like genre because it's embedded into everything. I think I did end up rambling on for like 10-15 minutes, so that wasn't that bad. I was expecting 20. Alright, Cookies, it would be your turn now.
Oh, that's such a selection. But I'm gonna talk about K-On!
Okay, not Hyoka, not Hyoka.
See,
thank God.
I was
Hyoka.
expecting Violet Evergarden, bro.
Oh, that's true as well.
There's a
I
lot.
would have fallen asleep.
What mostly encapsulates slice of life, I would believe to be K-On! So K-On! Is just, it's about Yui Kurosawa. She goes to high school, and she wants to join the light music club.
Huh.
Because she thinks it'll be easy. She wants to make friends, and then it just follows on from there. And they just make music as a little band in the light music club. That's essentially it. Which is why I think it's a great slice of life. There is no plot. It's just that. That's
It's
it.
fun.
It's just 4 girls making music. But it's great because most of the time they're not. They're literally just sitting at the table having tea. Now, honestly, nothing happens in these episodes. But over the 2 seasons there are, it obviously encapsulates the entire high school experience. In season 1, it doesn't even cover all of your first year. And then I think in season 2, it covers the second year and the third year. So time really does go by in the second one. But it's just great. Because the songs are absolute bangers. You always gotta love it when they actually do sing.
You found James dancing in his room while watching K.
And the girl that you absolutely hate, Jacob, Moogie.
Oh,
Eyebrows.
the blonde-haired
The
girl with
pickle
the fat
eyebrows. She's great. They're all great.
Sure,
I think they're all
dude,
great.
sure.
Except the tomboy one. Ritsu is the one who plays the drums.
Yeah, I know which one that is. That's the one with the like hair like backwards.
Yeah, she's more
like,
tomboy. Yeah.
with a fringe back.
Is that
Oh, by the way,
she's alright.
For context, James is a sucker for moe anime.
Oh, am I really?
He does love his little girls.
Alright,
Yeah.
name another moe anime I've watched.
Hold on. It's fine because even while I'm like thinking and stalling right now, I can just edit it and make it seem like I just responded to you instantly.
Oh. I don't know if you'll say one answer or loads. But
yeah, I'll get back to you on that one.
I can't think of any.
I will get back. ReZero with Beatrice.
400 years old.
Yeah, the entire anime is moe just because of Beatrice.
Yo, I have a question for the dudes. Right, if you had to put more, because obviously everyone here is gonna be a slice of life. If your life, right, if you had to put any other categories in there, what would you put?
If my life was a slice of life,
Well, I think you technically it is, but go on.
Wait,
It's not just a slice, it's the whole pie.
wait, is this something that I want, or is this something that I
I
think my
want.
life actually is?
Let's do both. So what you think your life is first, and then what you'd want.
I'd add the school tag.
Oh no.
Not even goat.
No, because you got you got stuff like great teacher,
Wait, is this what he wants or
Alright.
he does?
and this is what he wants now.
Oh right.
Okay, what I
No,
want,
no, what you do though? What you do? What do you have though?
dude. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to explain the question to me because I'm lost.
Go on to on Mal. You got you got the categories right, and obviously you mix and match them with animes. In yours, would you have, I don't know, mystery in your life? Would you count that as a tag in your life? Demons, harem.
Oh, in my actual life, I think mystery, I think drama, but the only issue with your questions, I feel like a lot of them are very similar. I'd add drama.
Military.
I mean, look, I think all of these tag fit into like everyone because I can add school, drama, romance, and comedy.
Yaoi.
Nah, yeah, I would
Oh
stay
no.
No.
Yeah,
That includes us.
how would you react if I said supernatural?
No, historical.
A slice of life is so in the past.
I'd add parody, sci-fi,
Would that just be
Dementia.
erased?
parody.
No. A historical and slice of life.
Erases historical?
No.
Let's go back in time.
That's
not historical, though.
historical.
Historical, like Gintama. Gintama's historical.
Yeah, or fucking Golden Kamuy, like not erased because he goes back 10 years.
Demon Slayer is historical.
Is it?
Yeah.
Does it actually fit
Yeah.
into historical?
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough. I mean,
It's like in the 18.
No, it's because it's in a thingy. It's in
I guess, yeah, no, I guess so. No, for sure.
It's in feudal Japan. Isn't
I'd
it?
add sports and yaoi to my life.
What about Yuri?
No.
How would that
Nah.
affect him? How would that affect him?
Look, it could be just stuff that I experience, not
Yuri
stuff that I
and
actually
yaoi.
do.
James, I can do yours for you, bro. So we're gonna start off. You got a bit of action and adventure in there. I'll agree. You've got no cars. Comedy, maybe a little bit. Dementia, full on. Demons, you got a lot. Drama, little bit. Eki, no.
Eki?
Etchy.
Etchy.
Ecchi. I thought I call it Eki. I don't
Alright,
know why.
no, okay, listen, I will not have you correcting him when you still pronounce it Ray Zero.
ReZero.
Ray Zero.
It's
Oh
Ray
my
Zero.
God. Oh my god. Now you can't correct me then.
Even the voice
Fantasy
actors
Note.
for the show pronounce it Ray Zero. The Japanese trailer for the game is Ray Zero.
Ray Zero. Oh wait, what?
I
Oh, I
harem.
was saying it differently.
James, bro. Do you have a harem?
Thank you though. I don't have a harem.
You kind of do.
Can I have one?
How?
Alright, so you got obviously synkonn.
Oh, I see. So we're doing it that way, huh? Okay, fair
I
enough.
see.
So that means we can add yaoi into it.
Is there any like food related categories? I don't think there is because
Probably.
I've seen I don't think there is
There's
because
not
I've seen
even- there's
so
not
many
even one called
food.
food.
I've seen so many
Right,
food related.
Food Wars.
Wait, yeah.
No,
if Food Wars
yeah.
doesn't have one, then there definitely isn't one because I've seen the Gashi Kashi doesn't have one. That's all about snacks.
If it something culinary would be one. I
Food
think you
Wars.
could have,
No,
but
Food
it's
Wars
not.
just school shonen and ecchi. Alright.
Ecchi.
Fair enough.
Ecchi and Shonen.
Oh, my favorite shonen, the ecchi one.
Ugh.
Alright,
What I would actually say for me would be Slice of Life.
Vampire.
superhero.
Comedy.
Kids.
That's all I knew.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. Moe.
No way.
Cool. Wait, aren't we all shonen?
I mean,
Or
I
is
guess
that-
if it's
wait,
directed
are
for
we
Shonen
produce-
is like
directed for
tournament.
teenage boys. Shonen's
Help.
directed for teenage
Help.
boys.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm being cancelled. Please help
So
me.
I guess so, yeah.
JoJo.
I think
I'm pretty sure that's it.
one tag that I'd put into you.
Probably romance as well.
Okay.
Samurai.
Is that a tag?
Yeah.
What? What did you say?
Samurai's a tag.
Samurai.
Yeah. Wake the fuck up, samurai.
I think for you, one tag that I would definitely add. Horror.
Bro, your life is a horror.
It's horrible.
I don't
psychological horror.
Psychological horror and thriller. Those three, yeah. I'm not even gonna try and explain myself. You know what I'm on about. Maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm on about. So
I have no bloody clue what you're on about.
I just want you to think that there is something I'm on about.
No, but there is though.
Oh, that one thing over there.
Yeah. So, sorry guys. In context, James has a lot of skeletons in his cupboard.
If you have
Has a lot of dirty laundry.
drama, horror,
In his basket.
supernatural, and seinen, you are on par with Uzumaki.
I think you get all of those tags on your life if you're in the psych ward.
That makes sense.
Yo, would you rather your life be ecchi or hentai? That's all I'm saying.
I'd keep it edgy. I've seen some hentai, dude. I don't wanna be in the same category.
It would have to be a slice of life hentai.
I hope there is some like that. Just casual.
Which is just casual.
Just casually
It's
pops
true,
into it.
just a slice of life.
I
just
mean,
with
there's story between the sex.
well, it's just a very romantic hentai. A romance hentai.
No, if there isn't romance in it, then it clearly isn't romantic. It's emotionless.
Dementia.
Dementia hentai slice of life. Oh god, would pay to see that. Were you done with talking about K-On, by the way? Because we
There's
kind of
nothing to talk about.
There really isn't. It's
so
it's too simple.
slice of life. But I really liked it. I loved it. I wake up in the morning, get crumpets, and then watch it. It's a great morning.
Bro, you're putting a stereotype on us.
You just doxed yourself. You just confirmed that you're British. People who had suspicions now are certain.
Suspicion.
No.
I have
He's
a
not,
British accent.
guys. He's
Could be mistaken.
He's not British.
what?
He's not British. He's from the Republic of Ireland.
For Ukrainian.
He's Ukrainian.
Yeah, I hide it by not rolling my R's.
Sorry, inside joke, everyone. It's too hard to explain.
I haven't watched the movie though. I kind of do. I also kind of can't be bothered because I know that nothing will happen.
Yeah,
It's just-
maybe they will get into a sick like Hitman.
I'm subjecting myself to an hour and a half of nothingness.
Hmm.
Why would I?
I mean, you watched Violet Evergarden. This must be like
No, that was amazing, and I did watch the movie. For that.
I'm gonna type a few things. Hold on. There we go.
I think one thing that you said about K-On was really interesting. You said how like one season are they 12 episode seasons?
No, pretty sure it's. Wait, let me check. But I'm pretty sure it's loads. Wait, 13 episodes in the first season.
Okay, and second
Oh,
one?
wait, 26. So I guess it does make sense.
The second one's 26.
Yeah.
So it's 30 episodes for that. I was gonna say that's still quite interesting because Monogatari, for example, you'll have a whole last season that's like 15, 16 episodes, and that just covers like a 1 to 2 week period. Almost every season is based around a holiday. Actually, it's based around like Golden Week or the spring term.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. That you could have shows that do it where they cover an entire year, and other shows.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really keep track of time in something like K-On, can you?
Wait, hold on. Wait, I think
You can, because they have like
I think
years.
I got
It's
it the
part of
wrong
a
way
club.
around.
It's
I
part of
think
a club, and it's like years and everything.
I think in the first season they go through year 1 and 2,
Oh.
and then in season 2 it's just their final year.
Oh.
Because I read the
Well, that
synopsis of the
changes things
second
up.
season. It's a new year, which means that the senior members are now third years. I mean, it makes sense because
that-
they got to introduce
But that
Azusa,
means.
which is the
But that
black-haired
says.
the small girl.
But that says senior members. So senior members of the club, right? Is is Yui a senior member?
Well, yeah. They're all senior members.
Oh, okay.
It's just that they have one person in the year below who's like also a main character, but obviously they can't introduce her at the start of the first season because she's in the year below.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because normally, I think in like those types of animes, especially like Love Live, for example, the main girl is never like a senior. There's always like There's always like people in the year above in like the club. For example, in Love Live, there's like one. There's like two people who are in the year above, and then it becomes a dilemma at one point because like, oh no, we're fucking leaving school in a year.
Well,
like, what are we gonna do?
The sad thing is, because obviously they have to graduate in the second season, and then you got Asusa, which is in the second year, which is being left by herself. But the club can't run because it's only just them. So,
They should make an actual band.
well, they do make it is a band. They have their band.
Yeah, so
But-
it'd be
So
fine.
they don't
Like,
need to run
yeah,
it for
it's
a
like,
club.
bro,
But-
she can improve on her social life then.
But like the club won't run anymore. The light music club won't run.
Yeah, so she
But-
can actually sit with her friends at lunch in her own year.
But they are her friends.
No, I disagree completely with what Connor's saying because like if she's been friends with them for like her entire time at school, then it's gonna be hard to just be like, all right, back to my other friends who I
In the
don't
third
have.
and final year.
Yeah, but
Bro, you gotta think about it though. They have like exams and shit.
She does have friends, but like, yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal that the club itself is just closing down because obviously, like,
Well,
if they still
the whole
know each
reason-
other, I guess then.
Well,
I mean,
the
I'm
reason-
thinking about it too realistically.
Well, the
Mhm.
reason why like Kaon got together is because she just wanted to join a club, and it turned out to be the light music club, which had like no members. So Yui can't play an instrument. Yui doesn't know what to do or anything. She thought it was completely different, like a band. So she just joins it, realizes it's not what she wants, but then she can't leave because she knows that the band will get disbanded.
Oh.
So, like for like the first 9 episodes, no, not 9 episodes. That's like most of it. Like for the first like 5 episodes, straight up just her buying a guitar. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
It's great though.
I mean, look, if
There's
there,
2 beach episodes.
that's what I want to hear. If that's what you want to hear with your moe addiction. Look,
Yeah.
if the club is getting disbanded or whatever, big deal. Just add each other on Discord.
True.
Play Apex together or something. Actually, no, they can't do Apex. It's a 5-person group, isn't it?
Just play music in VR
Apex
chat,
is
bro.
3 people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a 5-person group in Kaon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Siege.
Yeah, nah. Sure. Just play Overwatch with one
Overwatch and one
random.
other.
Yeah. Just play Overwatch.
Just hack
and,
them in.
play Overwatch and invite me.
Play Warframe. Even though it's 4 people, just kick them out.
Just don't play Warframe. If they're gonna play Warframe, then I'd rather they just didn't get Discord.
Oh, so the way to solve it is have one person play Warframe.
Yeah. Okay. Connor, do you have another slice of life anime?
It's like another slice of life. Ooh. No.
No?
You see,
I have
I thought of some, and it's like March comes in like a line that I never actually finished the first season off.
What's it about? Because I actually
Yeah,
don't- I
no,
actually don't know.
it's about this dude, and he's sort of like he's a shogi
Oh,
champion.
Shogi?
Shogi, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, shogi champion, and this is how he like gets by. And like one night he gets really fucking pissed, and like this family of like they're all sisters, but like one of them's I think like just in high school, one of them's like in like elementary, and then one of them's like basically a full-grown adult at this point.
Right.
And that night they sort of take him in, and from then on, he just goes around there like all the time for like meals and everything. It's really wholesome and stuff, and it's sort of a thing where he had a really fucked up past. Like like his family died all in one swipe. His mother, his sister, his
shit.
father, and like the whole thing is the reason why he got adopted by who he got adopted by was like, oh, if do you want to play like literally by playing shogi.
Oh,
And
It's
so
not very wholesome. Sounds
No,
very,
it is when you get to nice parts, but then it's like basically the father had two other children which were biological, and obviously the adopted kid was the best at shogi.
yeah.
So the other two one of them, literally the youngest one, developed depression
Jeez.
because the father didn't like care about him, basically.
Yeah.
And then the other one had got into really bad habits because of it. And you can never really tell how she feels about the main character, because at one minute she'll be punching and beating him up, and then the next minute she'll be like really vulnerable around him and hugging him.
Mm.
Right.
But anyway, I think it's mainly meant to be sort of this guy just not coming out of his shell, but I guess enjoying more than what is just shogi. In a
Okay.
way.
Apparently it's amazing.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
no.
it sounds very,
Here's the thing. It's
thick.
the second season's the thingy, the like top slice of life.
See,
So I'll just story.
even after you telling me this, I still don't think it's a show that I'd want to watch.
It's pretty depressing.
It just doesn't feel like something I'd want to get into. Like if it doesn't have, I don't know, because for example, Hyoka, very like also slice of life and like show about nothing. I don't know. It's just it depends on the execution of the show. I feel like if it's too realistic for me, then it's literally just a person going through life, and that is, I guess, as boiled down as a slice of life can get. But that's just not something that I can be interested in. I don't know.
About Hyoka, of how utterly boring. Hyoka.
Wait, you
was a
didn't
waste
like
of time.
you didn't like it either? You loved it when you started it.
Yeah, you literally like had a quote on your Discord from it.
Oh yeah, that's because I like Jatanda. But I thought it was going to something cool. I thought it was building up to something. It
Yeah,
really
like a massive
didn't.
mystery.
There was
Well, there's just tiny mysteries every episode.
yeah. I was like, oh, is this literally it?
Like,
Oh,
like the whole thing where it's like what made her cry as a child. I thought that was gonna be like a whole season's worth of just mystery. They shoved that. They
Yeah.
solved that stuff in an instant.
I thought that was going to be like some kind of romance.
There
Which
isn't.
the hint. It's
It
hinted,
hinted.
but there is none.
The whole thing is basically she's got him to sort of not be lazy and like actually
Like-
care about something.
Right.
And then it's just so pointless. I mean, I
Okay.
guess some slice of lives are.
Interesting, because when I watched it, like I watched only a couple episodes, but I really didn't like it. It just I was bored every single episode. Like I thought it looked amazing graphically, like animation style and everything. I thought it was great, but that's
Yeah.
not enough to get me to keep watching a show. And then you started it and you were loving it, and I was like, shit. I guess I must have just had a really bad like. I guess I at the time just didn't really like know what was. I wasn't into that sort of thing at the time, but so that's why I was considering giving it another go, because you liked it so much. So I thought I was in the wrong.
I think the best parts of it were the ending of each arc, but during the arcs were so bloody boring. When he solves the mystery, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. Like, oh damn, he actually did it.
The rest of the episode though.
But then the rest of the show is so pointless. And sometimes even these mysteries are pointless. Like, do I even give a shit? I watched one of the OVAs, and it was like this woman losing her earring. It's like it was literally just them at like a beach, not a beach, a pool, a public pool,
Yeah.
and like they noticed this woman has lost her earring, and instead of going on the look for the earring, they try to figure out why she's lost her earring. Like, why do you need to do that?
One
Just
Punch
look for
Man
the
opening
earring.
starts playing. Fucking hero.
It's just like
Yeah, it sounds
and
badass.
it's an OVA, so but they still have to do the whole theme of the show, which is like solving
Yeah,
these tiny mysteries.
I'm curious.
They do this mystery thing in the middle. The OVAs are not worth watching because obviously the build up to the mystery is what's good and solving it, but there is no build up in this one episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
One,
yeah, it's just not worth it.
I never even really liked the main girl. I found her really annoying in the back when I watched it. It's hard to say whether I still would, because a lot of my opinions changed later when I come back to series, years later. But I found her really annoying. She just fucking talked so much, was so insistent on stuff, and constantly like, I'm curious. It's like, man, cut me some slack. Cut the guy some slack, dude.
I mean, yeah, this guy was supposed to be this guy who's,
Lazy as.
lazy as thing.
Like he will
And
do
then he
nothing
does-
for no one.
Yeah, and he does so much. He's everything.
I mean, I guess that's the
He's
point.
so
That is the point in
smart.
the. You gotta admit that's the point of the anime, though.
Is it that
Yeah, but-
she brings out his potential, how he has?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I
she
guess.
goes like, "I'm curious," and looks at him with big ass purple eyes.
But
Natural eye color.
we're supposed to see him do that suddenly, but he just carries on like that from the first episode. So I'm like, oh, so he was lazy apparently. I don't know, never seen him be lazy. He just is like this now.
You do be like that though.
Yeah.
I wish
Interesting.
if there was actually some form of romantic answer, I think it would have been amazing. But
Would've
there
been worth
wasn't.
watching.
Yeah, it's just like
Wait,
oh,
because I thought there was at least a conclusion where, they, I don't know,
no,
get together, or they at least go on a date or some shit.
no, not at
No.
all.
No.
It's disappointing. And then you got the other guy, just because.
I don't
You
even
got the other
remember the other
girl.
two people.
Oh, the guy that shaved his head.
Yeah, well, his head was shaved.
Oh, I didn't know that. The other girl works in a library or something, right? From what I remember.
A store.
Oh
No?
yeah, wait. I think
You
she
know?
worked in the library.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah, and she
know.
hates the lazy guy.
Yeah, she hates him.
Hates.
I don't know why. Why
Yeah,
does she
no-
hate him?
No, I think they explained it at one point, but
I think
honestly,
I
I was
think they
just,
did.
I was bored. I was too bored to listen.
But as somebody who watched this guy, I'm like, why do you hate this guy? There's nothing to hate about him.
It's so weird.
There's nothing to like about him.
It's so weird to hear you guys saying so much shit about the show now, because when you guys were watching it, both of you really liked it.
Because we
Again,
thought there was probably gonna be
you had-
something
no.
more.
You have to know. I only made it up. James will know how far through it is. I only made it up to the bit. I think just after they actually go to her house,
It's
which
not
is
far.
I'm pretty sure the
I
final
know.
episode I watched is the one where she comes to him the cafe.
That's like the second episode.
Let's go. And I could already tell it wasn't gonna amount to much.
I think
Yep.
I say around because I thought the mystery side of it was pretty cool. But the
Mhm.
problem is, I went in there thinking this was equivalent to Origairu. It's like club, the person doesn't really want to be in the club, but has to be in the clubs at schools.
Origairu, the
Very
main
similar to
character, is so
Origairu.
lovable though.
Yeah, it's
I love
like-
the main character.
The characters are pretty much the same. How they're just lazy and just can't be asked.
Yeah, but the Origairu character is so much more funnier.
And then it's just completely unlike Origami, but I stuck around because I was already halfway through it, and I really liked the animation. I think the animation pulled through for me.
Another anime on the Mal list.
Really? 'Cause for me, it wasn't enough.
I like the animation.
No, that's what I said. I really liked it, but it just wasn't enough to keep me going.
I was already halfway through it, so I
Yeah.
might as well finish it.
Yeah.
It's not that long.
We need to talk about an anime that has a romantic conclusion that I don't think I don't know whether you watched this, James. I don't think you have. Toradora.
Watched it.
Didn't really know that was slice of life. Now that I think about
I
it,
could
kind of
understand
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah. Like you had the whole like festival and everything.
I
Yeah.
really want to watch it.
That's like a trope. You really need to watch it.
Best
James.
romance anime I've seen. Today.
Really?
Yeah, no,
I
no,
still think it is.
Wow.
He missed an after credits scene at one point, and he was so sad for like a good chunk of the day.
Boy,
And I was like,
says the guy who didn't watch a single opening because he watched it on YouTube.
yeah, but at least I saw the end.
The final 1.5 minute scene that I ended up watching afterwards anyway. You missed 24 openings.
Yeah, so at least I watched the main. At least I watched it all. Hey, I remember. I was like, oh, I can't find the final episode on YouTube.
I'd like to also say I watched that after credits scene like probably the same day or the day after, so it's not like, you know, I made up for it shortly after. Also, the final scene, fuck them for making that an after credits scene, because it literally changes the entire ending. It goes from being a really sad ending to a really happy ending. Yeah, I think the show was great. It was great. Slice of life? Yeah, I mean, I suppose so. As we said before, anything can technically classify as slice of life.
Definitely a comedy.
Definitely. Do any of you guys have shows that you've seen that you think should be slice of life, but aren't?
Rascal.
Part 4.
I agree with Rascal. I had that even written down. I think Rascal's very slice of life to me.
I checked. I was like, is this slice of life? I feel like it should be.
I always
It's
thought
not.
it was. I always thought it was.
Yeah, I always thought. I swear the book is. Like every time I tried to buy the books, it like said slice of life on it.
Yeah.
Maybe it just.
But yeah, I thought it
I would
was.
say.
I don't know. It definitely has those vibes. I can kind of understand why it may not fit into it, because I think it was
Quite.
quite
it's quite a
plot
lot.
oriented. It was quite plot oriented. Like there was never like
Yeah.
any, you know, scenes that, for example, weren't necessary to the story.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like there's something always happening. There's
even-
always a reasoning.
Even when
There-
they're at school, like it's always stuff to do with the story. Like whenever he was in the science class, in the science lab, it was always him asking about, you know, like stuff to do with the problem they're currently solving. Like it was never them just talking about nothing,
yeah.
really. There were some scenes like that, but I guess they're just maybe not enough for it to fit into that category. I don't really know.
I mean, I've been reading it. I feel like every there's a reason for everything. I feel like with Rascal. It's like even though they're like quite inconsequential scenes, I feel like they make taking a holistic point of view. You know.
All I know about Bunny Girl is there's a girl in the bunny suit. No one can see her except this one guy. She's dead, apparently. I don't fucking know. She's dead.
She's dead.
I don't know, man.
I think it's all about the movie. Yeah. Okay.
Just
So,
jump from the beginning to the end.
yeah. What you? Yeah. So basically, you know the beginning of the first 3-episode arc.
Bro, I don't know. Like, it's so weird. And then you have this. It's like this fucking brown-haired one who's there's like a panda onesie or something.
Oh, Kaede.
Oh, Kaede.
Mm.
His sister, his little sister.
She's so cute, and I loved her until the final arc.
Yeah.
She is the
yeah.
final arc, isn't it? That final
Pretty
arc was
sure.
heartbreaking. That was so
Well,
sad.
in the main series, yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, don't tell me what
in the
happened.
books, the final arc's the fucking movie.
No,
It's not.
in the no, there's like 12
Oh no,
books.
sorry. Yeah, in the books it goes into their like college years, doesn't it?
I can't wait to read those, but that'll be in like a few years.
Yeah, when they get translated.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry, I meant the the fucking high school arcs. But yeah, like yeah, I thought it was heartbreaking. I thought it was really fucking sad. I was okay with it. I don't mind the new Kaede, but old Kaede I thought was a bit better. But that's just me.
What else isn't?
Right.
What else? What?
What isn't a slice of life that is? Connor, what did you say?
I said fucking Diamond is Unbreakable. Nah, I think it could be
realize-
though.
I agree.
Nah, because it's like, oh, it just summer started. Let's say, like, these people aren't hanging out with each other. You know, Jotaro's come here, and honestly, has brought them together. There's love, because it clearly took them higher.
Like,
There's
Okay.
friendship. The Duwang gang.
dude, Pearl Jam.
The food.
Okay,
Hey,
look,
that's just slice of life. That is a slice of life.
I
episode.
actually disagree with you guys. I think you're almost right, but I think I'm maybe looking too far into the definition. I don't think it was even close to like a realistic representation of a normal life.
I feel like we're
Mob
just
Psycho's a slice of life.
Yeah, but
I feel
Mob
like-
Psycho focuses on a lot of very realistic themes.
I feel like we're just trying.
And
I think we're just trying to say it'd be funny if it was an actual slice of life.
Yeah. And the first season of Mob Psycho, at least of what I've watched, like the powers aren't used that often. It's like it's mainly just a lot of issues.
The Ancient Magnus Bride is a slice of life.
I can understand that though. I mean, look, I understand there's a lot of like weird creatures and shit, but the story is literally about her just living with the guy. So
Bro,
with the
and
maggots.
Diamond is Unbreakable is about catching a serial killer.
You know what's weird?
Slice of life, hell yeah, baby.
Nah,
Everyone does that.
but then there's not a beach episode.
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
Hero isn't a slice of life. I just find that strange. Yeah, it is quite-
I am bamboozled.
It is quite like drama, but I feel like that's what is in a slice of life. It just follows some people's lives, a very normal, well, not normal, but realistic life.
I feel like part 6 is a slice of life, really.
I think
Prison.
that's one of the
Prison.
most
Women in prison.
non-slice of life.
I know. Actually, I feel like, if anything, part 8 is the slice of life one because they actually do activities that don't, in a way, relate to the plot. Like relate to
Interesting.
supernatural
Angel
shit.
beats.
Although part 8 is a mystery.
I think if I was to say some that I think should be slice of life, A Sister's All You Need. I think that one I'm genuinely surprised it wasn't.
It's sexist.
Because it was literally just about just normal encounters I mean, sure, the guy writes light novels, but for the most part it was literally just in this episode they all just come over and play a board game. That's what it was. I think most shows that are comedy oriented could very well fit slice of life. I think TQ could be a little bit slice of life. Kind of hard because it's way too fast paced, so there's not. I mean, it follows regular events, but not in an ordinary way. And the final one that I wanted to say, over the Bunny Girl, because you already said Bunny Girl, was Naruto Filler. I think Naruto Filler should be a separate anime on my anime list, so people who don't watch Filler can just say they've watched Naruto. And also because Naruto Filler is completely different category, and it is very much slice of life because fuck all happens. That's all I wanted to say.
One of them's generally an episode of them trying to take a picture of a face, and it's just you haven't got to that yet, but you will.
I mean, it's close to the episode from the original where they try and do a similar thing. I mean, in the original, there's actually an episode where they try and oh my god, that one was so stupid. It was the daughter of the ramen guy, but she was She was
yeah.
kidnapped by a different guy who wanted to know the recipe for making the ramen that they make. Because he had
Ramen's
like
a key point,
he had like a secret ramen recipe that was in the works. So the guy kidnapped his daughter and was like, "Oh, I want the recipe." So then they came over, but they instead ended up having a competition as to who can make the best ramen. So they had to use chakra control. Naruto did shadow clone jutsu, so they could feed all of the people that they had to impress to, set the daughter free. And you know what the conclusion of the whole 3 episodes it was? You know what the conclusion of that was? The daughter ended up eating so much ramen that she got fat. That was literally it. And she was fat for the rest of the episode.
I don't know what you guys talk about. I feel like Naruto Filler is just as good as the canon stuff.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, dude. Naruto Filler's everything but action.
No, it isn't slice of life. Kaguya-sama. That isn't a slice of life. I don't know why.
It's weird because for a lot of these, at the same time as I can agree for they should be, it's also equally as easy to say I can kind of understand why they aren't. But most of the reasons for me saying why they aren't is because I genuinely just try and think too realistically about them. Because it's very out there scenarios, for Kaguya, I think.
Maybe, but it's their life. And nothing happens, there's no plot. Well, I guess there's somewhat plot, but they'd never reached that plot. They never actually end up dating. The whole point of the show is just...
But there will be more, so...
Yeah,
you don't
it's
know
just
that they never
it's
end
a
up...
one-off show. Straight up. Is Tonikawa? That has to be. Let's see. Oh no, it isn't. Wow. That is the most slice of life anime. Straight just a person's life. Just getting married.
I think my favorite slice of life anime to date would have to probably be, and you guys might agree actually, Way of the House Husband. Way of the House Husband was great. I love the way it depicted. Wait, okay. Once again, it's easy to say yes, it is slice of life because they go through these events, but also it's so out there. It's a ex Yakuza member.
Wait, did we actually say what the Google
Yeah.
definition is?
That's what I was saying, and that's what I agree with. It's a realistic representation of everyday experience in
I
a
got a
media.
different one. Well, this one's from Wikipedia.
Go on.
Slice of life describes a depiction of mundane experiences in art entertainment.
That's essentially the same thing. I think.
But the key difference is mundane.
I mean, switch everyday and mundane around. They essentially mean the same thing.
No.
Yeah, because I feel like an everyday thing is a mundane thing.
No, but let's say Rascal. That is literally every day. It's not mundane. Kyoka.
I don't know whether Rascal's either every. I don't think Rascal's neither
Rascal's
everyday
every month.
nor mundane.
But Rascal's always got something going on, which isn't mundane.
And
right?
It's not every day that you encounter a fucking supernatural thing.
But K-On! That is every day, sort of. And it is mundane. Nothing is going on.
Okay, if you're thinking about this every day, as in literally just this day and then tomorrow, then it doesn't. That's not what every day means in this.
Then what are you saying then?
Well, everyday experience just means an experience that could happen any day, just a normal thing.
Well, then Rascal surely is not one of them.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't mean every day, as in it happens on the Monday, Tuesday, and the Wednesday.
Well, I mean, they're a slice of life like isekais.
What about the slime?
Yeah, and no, I know what you're saying now, but I think those, I think they have to do a very good job of handling the slice of life part of it for it to actually count as slice of life, because it has to be a slice of life as possible in their scenario.
I feel like it's just
Relatable.
correct an assessment by saying mundane. It may not be real, right? But as long as it's mundane.
But mundane, anything can be mundane. Like,
Well, no,
depending
mundane
on
things are boring.
yeah,
well,
but what if a character
not
finds it?
exciting.
What if a character finds it boring to go into a demon lord dungeon and slay every single monster? Like,
Well,
that's
no,
not every day.
It's not the character's point of view that makes it mundane.
It can be
just
depicted
that
in a
if-
mundane way. It can't be depicted in an
No, but-
everyday experience kind of way.
No, it can't. But therefore, it's no longer a slice of life, because the nature of slaying a demon lord is not mundane.
Thank you.
know,
I think. Well,
I feel like
well-
we've all done it. We've all been there.
I don't know. I like the. I understand the way I interpret it, the everyday experience one.
Well, if something's always happening in every episode and it's important, then I feel like it's not slice of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because it's not important. If it is not important, therefore mundane.
Yeah, but my point is, an everyday experience is mundane.
I mean,
Like going out, buying groceries, making a meal. That's an everyday experience. Would you also say it's mundane?
well, if every episode of that anime was buying groceries, then yes, I would agree.
But it can be just one episode of that anime as well. And it can still classify as a slice of life anime.
Why the fuck would they do that?
You should watch some more slice of life anime, because Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, there's an episode where they just go out onto the market and just buy some groceries,
Oh yeah, that's mundane.
and an everyday experience.
Yeah.
What is the
Well-
point of this argument?
But what else happens in Kobayashi's Dream? Are you saying that they don't? Are you saying that they do crazy shit?
There is crazy
no.
shit that goes on.
Really?
Yeah, it's about dragon maids. What do you think?
Yeah.
Nah, it's just perfectly normal. They could be
Bro,
replaced
like,
with normal mates.
I've
And
only
nothing in the show
seen
would change.
I've only seen one scene from it, and it's when they fight.
In the final episode, it's literally like a whole thing with her going back to her, with Toru going back to her dragon dad, and like the whole argument of whether or not she's even allowed to stay on Earth.
Well, that's not a physical fight, right?
I don't remember, but I think it is.
It is. Oh, whoa. Why is
But-
it? Oh, that's strange.
But
Hard.
I mean, look, as we literally said before, slice of life can fit with other categories. So just because there's a scene like that doesn't necessarily, prevent the whole thing from being slice of life. Because all the other episodes of just going out to buy groceries, or they literally go to a sports day with Kana, the like smaller dragon.
Depends on how often they go out and do normal, mundane shit.
I don't know what either of us is trying to prove anymore.
I don't really know.
Me neither.
But
I don't know what you mean by depends how often they go out and do stuff. What if they just do stuff at home?
what
What are
Point
we
is,
talking about
just an
anymore?
example of a mundane activity.
And the only thing I've been trying to say is that I think an everyday activity, something that classifies as an everyday activity, is also a mundane activity.
Right. Yes.
What an epic conclusion we came to.
that concludes the plot.
Oh my god.
Again. Connor?
Are we done? Are we done? Are we done with this whole just one subjective slice of life? Whether it's mundane or
Yeah, I think we're done with that. Look, I think both definitions essentially mean the same thing. That is the only thing I've been trying to say this whole time. I I was gonna say also, I had it written down, so I feel like I should say it. I think comedy and slice of life, and slice of life, not in slice of life, they're like essentially the same thing. Like I think most shows that are like where their main thing is just comedy, I think they're almost guaranteed to like be slice of life, or at least feel slice of life.
I feel I sort of agree, but I feel like it's more if you have a slice of life, it's going to be more often than not comedy's going to be paired with that.
Yeah, I think it works both ways.
I feel it's just slice of life is just something that can apply. So just one of those. It's like one of those schemes that you
relatable.
can just check if you're applicable or not.
Yeah, but I think slice of life, just most of the time, it is gonna be paired with comedy. Like, there's not many slice of lives that are genuinely just like a serious story with no comedy. It's genuinely just like doing mundane tasks, as you said.
But with a really serious.
Yeah, it's just
My
like it's just like a really
bro.
serious story of doing nothing.
Bro, apparently my
taxes.
favorite slice of life comedy is Clannad After Story.
Oh god, that is so sad.
Is that a comedy?
Well, I
You
didn't.
said
I
it,
didn't.
really not.
I didn't
Dog
say.
story.
I didn't say every single one's gonna be that.
No, because it's in comedy.
Wait, Clan is in comedy.
Clannad After Story has the comedy tag.
Say the first like 9 episodes.
Full Metal Alchemist has a comedy tag, but I can understand
that
that
is
I can
slightly.
understand.
Other story, I guess you can put that in there, mainly because it follows on from Clannad, which is funny. Because Clannad is straight up just that is slice of life, straight up. They're just trying to do a drama play.
Bro,
Full
Part
of
4
drama.
has comedy
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, that.
Part
But
3
yeah, it's
does
funny.
too. Do you not remember the scene
Wait,
where
really?
Abdul and Joseph, you know,
Oh,
getting
yeah,
on?
shag on the streets of Egypt, yeah.
Yeah. Cairo. Wait, were they in Cairo already? Yeah, they were. I think.
Yeah,
right?
they were,
Yeah,
because
they were
they
fighting
got into the Egyptian
ones,
gods. Yeah.
not the Taros.
Who
Tarot
were they
cards.
fighting against? That woman.
Bastet. Yeah.
The plug
Or
woman.
Mariah. Mariah was her name.
Alright.
The plug woman.
Yeah. What a
Plug what?
stupid stand.
Yeah, that was really dumb. I never understood it.
It's like you touch
Still
plug.
don't understand
It's
it.
like the only thing you need to do to get affected by her stand is touch
Just
a
touch
plug.
a plug socket.
What if you just never touch a plug socket around her?
Yeah, no, it's like
Well, no,
I'm
she
guessing.
can
I'm
make
guess.
plug
I know.
sockets.
I'm guessing she'll place it so like you'll like mistakenly touch it. So you're like gonna grab onto something. It's just, she's gonna put a plug there.
To be honest,
That is such a
Obvious-
stupid power, I think.
obviously as a stand user, that's god awful. But in day-to-day life, that's alright.
Yeah, but
No, because
Well-
I don't think it works as an actual plug socket.
yeah, I mean,
Doesn't it? Well, it does produce
No.
electricity.
and
No,
also if you touch it, it completely just like
Well,
puts
no,
a
I
magnetic
think
field.
that's
yeah,
how it's conditioned for it
it,
to
it
attack.
makes you, bro. If you touch Bastet's plugs, you're attractive.
Well, how about it? Whenever she makes one, she's the only one that does deal with it, so nobody gets in the way.
Oh my god! Right, can we not get into hypotheticals
What
of
is
Bastet's
going
stand?
on? I think it's just really stupid that it was depicted as a plug socket. It could have been depicted as anything that a human's more likely to touch, like a handle or something. But nah, plug socket. Fuck, if you touch the plug socket, you're dead. Lucky Star's an interesting slice of life. I think Lucky Star's like so slice of life as well, where it literally is just because from the episodes that I watched, which was like 1, maybe 2.
I love it. Sausage.
So I have a lot of experience, as you can tell. it was literally just nothing. It was them sitting at a table talking about which way you should start with like one of those croissants that like the triangular ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
What?
literally just saying it's like, do you start off from the like thick end or the thin end? That was literally just it. That was it. That's all they talked about. And that's why I was like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. I don't know if I can watch this. But I did say this before. This was a long time ago, so and a lot of shows that I watched a long time ago, I feel like I would be able to actually watch now and have a different opinion.
I actually do want to watch Lucky Star.
My only
That's
thing that wait, how long is it? Because I always thought it was really long.
It's like 20 odd, 24.
It is 24?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Alright, fair enough. Plus,
Then I get
it
to
has a different
finally-
it has a different ending every single episode.
Yeah, exactly. That's great.
Alright. That's all the shows I wanted to cover. Connor, do you have anything? James, do you have anything?
Not really.
Not. I honestly thought you were gonna cover Snafu like a bit more in depth, James.
Oh yeah, Origairu. Now that is good.
Because that's literally like
That-
it's was it my teen
that-
romance comedy.
Yeah, now that is a proper slice of life romance. It's not. Is it a comedy? It could be a comedy. I feel
think
like this
so.
first season could be a comedy.
I think I've seen it with the comedy tag plastered on it.
The first season is really true to the books, like, because of how, oh no, kind of, it never gets like really serious, but in like the later seasons it does get really serious, and like you sort of lose like the characters like what's it Hikigaya.
Yeah, Hikigaya.
Like
Hachiman.
he's Hachiman. Yeah. He sort of like loses his like sarcastic quips. He sort of just becomes a really serious guy.
Oh.
It's kind of sad. Because I really liked him just being just like a complete devil's advocate.
When the comedy gets removed.
My teen romance. Exactly. It's not the same. But I would recommend it. I'm reading it. I can't be bothered reading it, but I am reading it. I'm like the 8th book.
You're really selling it short.
It's really strange. The anime is really worth watching because it's just easy to get through. But the books, I mean, if you really like relationships, like in-depth, intricate relationships, then I guess Oriko is probably the best one.
I bet you wish there was a Violet Evergarden book, light novel or something.
There is, but it's in Japanese, not translated.
Oh, someone's got to learn a language, haven't they?
Or
Ideally.
or just wait a couple years.
Bro, you can.
No, I
learn
don't think
by,
it- I
by
don't
that
think
by
it's
that
getting
point, by that
translated.
point, he could be fluent.
I think,
Some things aren't getting translated. Like Pet God Sakaroso, that's not getting translated ever.
but some things, well, that's hard to say because there's some things that get translated really fucking late. Because for example, there was, Zaragoto, which got like 2 volumes translated, like at one point, and then a couple years later, they retranslated the first 2 and also did the 3rd one, and now I'm wondering whether they're even gonna do any more. A lot of stuff just takes like a stupidly long time, and a lot of stuff people just eventually come back to actually translate.
I mean, Peko Sakaroso came out between 2010 and 2014. The problem is, Peko was written by the same person who wrote Rascal, and obviously Rascal's getting translated, which came after Peko.
So there's not going to be any focus on Pet Girl for a long time, until Snafu's
Or
just
ever.
finished and translated.
I don't think.
I mean, look, I think you have to have hope. Because if No Game No Life ever gets a 2nd season, then you'll know that anything's possible.
Yeah, true. Well, that's in terms of anime adaptations.
But that's in terms of people remembering to come back to shit.
I mean, Pekka Sakurasa is now it's quite an old anime now.
Look, I think no matter what, there's always hope, and you should not lose that hope.
Wait, what? In 2020, he got an official dub clip. Maybe there is some fire.
Maybe. Because there's always going to be people who are asking for it, so... It's not like it's not like they're ever just going to forget about it. Unless the whole fucking studio shuts down or something.
I mean, Pet Girl is also a slice of life. I feel that is a slice of life. It feels slice of lifey, but it's not like the main aspect. Like there is, I loved it. It was really good. I would really recommend it. The songs are a bop. Honestly, the OP, ET, they're all bops.
Oh, is it that Kimi no Se, Kimi no Se?
Yeah, sure it is. No Days of Dash. That's a good one.
Okay. Is that a wrap? I think it is.
Right, we're wrapping it.
So
pretty little bow.
I think that'd be all.
The contents. Yeah.
That was as much as we could squeeze out on the topic of slice of life. I'm glad we covered it because it makes me really glad that I never have to talk about it again or like get reference on slice of life anime. It's just not my genre. I think it's very much your genre, Cookies. How do you feel about it, Witness? Because that should have been the first thing I asked. How does everyone even feel about slice of life?
I don't feel like you intentionally going out for the slice of life. So you sort of stumble across an anime, then find out it's slice of life.
But
when I was like really into Naruto, like I
give up Naruto.
No. It's because it's like I needed a break from shonen like action and all that. So I was a bit like.
Just watch the filler.
No, but. No, I was just like, fuck it, just give me like a 12 episode slice of life.
Okay, I think I don't personally like slice of life much. I can watch it if everything else is good, but the slice of life aspect is definitely like a turn off for me. But you know, like Miss Kobayashi's, I loved Miss Kobayashi's, but that's because comedy was good and you know animation, the characters were good. So if everything else can make up for it, then I mean I can watch it, but it definitely is something that does kind of put me off something a little bit. But I can stand it. I just definitely don't look forward to it. Cookies, I think you're a fucking sucker for slice of life. Slice of life Mo is your thing.
I like it. I like slice of life, but it has to be a good one.
Yeah.
But I guess that you can say that for everything.
All right. I think instead of slice of life, I prefer to look for something that's more romance. Give context. If I'm looking for something like you said, Connor, like when you're taking a break from something, because I watch a lot of action shows as well. I know Cookies, you primarily watch romance stuff. But like I primarily watch action shit. So whenever I want to take a break from that, I will look for a romance thing, not really a comedy or slice of life. But there are times when I will be in the mood for something like that. And if I am, then I will probably enjoy it. If I'm not in the mood, then I'll probably watch an episode and forget about it for 3 to 4 years. Alright. Well, that would be all. So, this was actually a pretty fun episode. Connor, remember, you have your punishment game for next time.
What are you on about? That was James.
No,
No, that was James.
no.
Oh, James is the one that lost by 4 points.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
remember we did a recount and everything?
look, it does not matter to me. So I don't really care.
No. You let yourself out of it because you created it, you know.
Alright, well, for next time then, one of you can try and create a game if you prefer that. And then I'll happily take part of the challenge.
James, you're the more efficient one of the two.
You're the
Yes, you can
game
do it.
master.
Well, I didn't lose, so suck on that.
Alright. Well, thank you everyone for coming to the
You're a loser in my eyes, James. Sorry about that.
We're ending the podcast.
Okay.
Right, you can save it for once for after the show. Alright. So thank you for everyone. Thank you for everyone for coming to the 4th episode. It is the 4th. Yeah, it is the 4th. The 4th one was the Netflix one. Thank you for coming to the 4th episode. And I mean, I'm in the mood to record the 5th one, if not for the fact that we don't have time for that. It's been fun. Hope to see you again. And yeah, that'll be a wrap. So thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
ありがとう。